Now on Coast TV News.
Hate taxes. A proposed tax hike for schools impact on your wallet and local education.
Jenkins Point erosion, risks to the yacht club and funding challenges.
Rehoboth Beach Patrol conflict. The Rehoboth Beach Patrol's redesign controversy balancing tradition and modernization.
Looks like we're going to be trading all this gray matter for some sunshine that truly matters on Coast TV News coming up.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Hopes and dreams of a district. This look at the 102 acres the Cape Henlopen School District wants to develop. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a referendum of the expansion and tax hikes that could come with that project.
At a recent school board meeting, the district voted unanimously to hold a referendum that will ask taxpayers to absorb the $80 million to build a new district office and then some. As Coast TV's Tori Seagraves reports, it's a price that not everyone is willing to pay.
Bud Morgan has lived in Lewis with his young son for 6 years. As a father, Morgan understands the importance of education, but says he moved to Delaware to avoid high taxes.
Filling up the area with administration buildings and hiking the taxes up every couple of years to keep it up might not be the best way to do it.
The district says the 102 acres of property, a new district office, a transportation facility, indoor pool, and current expenses will add as much as about $150 a year to an average home. But according to the superintendent of the Cape Henlopen School District, these upgrades are needed to keep up with the major growth in the area.
Since 2018, we have 950 more students in the district, almost 1,000 more students, and we've hired over 100 additional staff members during that time period. So that is the main reason. We have student needs, we have staff needs. We're growing.
Today I spoke with locals, some of which said senior citizens shouldn't have to bear the tax increase as they no longer have anyone in the school system.
A lot of people feel that many are coming here to retire without any students, and that may be the case, but many are coming here with children and with more than one child.
Fulton says 3 community meetings will be held prior to the referendum for the public to have questions answered about the projects. The referendum that will determine whether or not these property tax increases will happen is scheduled for Tuesday, March 26th. I'm Tori Seagraves in Lewis, Coast TV News.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know which areas of education should receive top priority in funding taxes or funding schools through taxes. Let's take a look at the results.
The results from last hour, specifically, if we see here, still salaries, a super large majority here are saying all that money should go, at least the top priority should go to paying our teachers more.
And if you look, there are other options on the board: classroom resources, infrastructure, technology. Now, if you haven't voted, if you would like to vote, you can do that. Go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
New tonight, the student at the center of a lawsuit against Sussex Central High School and its leaders speaking out. Earlier this week, the Delaware Superior Court found the district was not responsible for the actions of Principal Bradley Layfield and Assistant Principal Matthew Jones. Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner joins us in the newsroom. Mallory, Anaya Harmon's attorney promises to refile her case.
Maddie, Harmon's legal team says they'll refile once they have more information to prove the school and district's role in this situation. It is important to clarify that Harmon's lawsuit against her former principal and assistant principal still stands. In a statement to Coast TV News, her attorney tells us, quote, Ms. Harmon and her family are anxiously awaiting a decision on criminal charges against Bradley Layfield and Matt Jones for their outrageous behavior towards this student. They add that better behavior should be expected from school leadership. Layfield's attorney Thomas Newberger previously told Coast TV News that this lawsuit was misdirected at his client, who he says only shared school fight video out of a concern for safety, and he says played no part in creating or circulating a meme of Harmon. This all began on May 17th when Harmon's breast was exposed during a school fight and surveillance video was shared uncensored. On May 22nd, the district placed Sussex Central High School staff members on administrative leave, and Delaware State Police launched a criminal investigation at the school later that week. On September 11th, Harmon filed a lawsuit against the school district Layfield and Jones, claiming that a meme of her was made and shared amongst faculty members. Layfield received a notice of his termination on November 20th. Now, we did reach out to the Indian River School District when this lawsuit was first dismissed on Monday, but we have not heard back. Maddie, Charlie.
Thank you, Mallory. And let's go ahead and take a look at these photos. Really serious crash here. This happened at the intersection of North Bedford Street and Depot Street. You can see that the white van and the sedan collided into one another. You can also see that there is a, you can see the big pop out of the van there, and you can see how dangerous this was at the time. The Georgetown Fire Company has not reported that anybody was hurt.
Finding ways to improve pedestrian safety in Fenwick Island. Next week, the town will meet to talk about safety on Route 1, particularly regarding sidewalks and crosswalks. The town will also discuss traffic calming measures and signs to improve safety. This meeting is slated for February 6th at 2:30 p.m.
Fenwick isn't the only town tackling safety. In Berlin, an enhanced DUI enforcement initiative to promote road safety has been launched by Maryland State Police. According to the Berlin Barrack, the initiative will see additional troopers deployed on the roads in Worcester County, specifically focusing on DUI and impaired driving enforcement. This campaign is set to begin on February 3rd at 10 p.m. and it will extend until February 4th at 1 a.m. The new Rehoboth Beach Patrol Station has been a heavily debated topic. Originally, construction on the new building was supposed to begin after Labor Day in September 2023, but demolition on the old building, that didn't even start until 2 days ago. Live in Rehoboth Beach is CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, plans show the new Beach Patrol Station will look completely different, and that is part of the controversy.
Charlie, this sign right here shows that new Beach Patrol building, it's going to look a lot more modern. And that concerns one person I spoke with today. Now, the construction on this building caught a lot of people's attention today as they went for a walk on the boardwalk. Out with the old and in with the new. For Karen Gallivan, who grew up coming to Rehoboth Beach and even got married here, the new and modern design for the Beach Patrol building worries her.
I would like to preserve some of the old charm of Rehoboth. It has changed a lot, and I understand progress, but it's important to integrate tradition with the new progress and try to maintain some of the old character and charm of small, charming Rehoboth Beach.
Gallivan understands updates are needed, but she fears with time the city will lose its classic feel if more buildings follow in the Beach Patrol steps and get a modern makeover. On the other hand, some believe the change is needed and will help the city's appeal.
The designs for that new building there look pretty spectacular, and some of that area right there is starting to look a little bit aged, so it's probably time for a change, and change is good. What do they say? The one thing that's constant in life is change, so we're going to have some change.
The debate over altering the appearance of where strong memories were made and making new memories in today's nation's summer capital. Until this image becomes a reality and the Beach Patrol is open for business, the Rehoboth Beach Patrol will operate out of a trailer in the downtown area. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Sticking in Rehoboth Beach, city commissioners are seeking a policy and process that indicates how they can best respond to comments and ideas from the Reach Out Rehoboth platform. This is a platform that allows people to share their thoughts, ideas, and questions. Commissioners are looking for the best ways to interact and act on those suggestions. The city will discuss options on how to proceed and develop a comments process. That's all happening at the next Mayor Commissioners Workshop, which is February 5th at 9 a.m.
Previewing the City of Lewis's history will be on the table at an upcoming meeting tomorrow. On the agenda, the Historic Preservation Architectural Review Commission will be providing updates on replacing the damaged historical signs in the city and confirming the location of those signs. The city will also provide an update on the endangered buildings list. The meeting is slated for tomorrow, February 1st.
Let's take a live look right now into Ocean View. A beautiful shot of the bridge there. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And it's a good evening for all, one and all. We're looking for scattered cloud cover, and we're not necessarily concerned about an overabundance of moisture this time around. We can save you quaff for tonight. How's that? We're at 41 degrees, and as far as our forecast is concerned, we'll drop to 40 degrees, dip briefly to about 39, and we'll go right back to that 40-degree marking for us by 9 and 10 o'clock in the evening. Now, we had a high today of 45 in Georgetown, 46 in Salisbury, so pretty normal stuff for today. Just a nice, normal kind of day, right? Now, we still have right now a coastal flood statement that's active until 11 o'clock tonight for places like Bestpitch, Cambridge, Nanticoke, Westover. Watching out for the possibility of some inundation to occur, a little bit of flooding to possibly occur in low-lying areas. And we do have the small craft advisory with 25-mile-per-hour winds expected along the entire East Coast. Coming up, we're going to talk about more in the way of sunshine in the forecast, just in time for your weekend. Charlie?
I like how excited he sounded there. Thank you, Paul. For more weather updates, make sure you pull out your phone, scan the QR code for our First Alert weather app. You can download the app for free to get the weather updates that you need.
One neighborhood in Lewis is dealing with troubling waters. Neighbors say their concerns are falling on deaf ears. Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert is live in Lewis. Charles, people say they are starting to get frustrated.
Maddie, here at the Kendleton development, people I spoke with today said that the water issues here get pretty bad, especially after it rains. Now, one person I spoke with who lives here says that he's reached out multiple times to the developers and managers, Sussex County Conservation, and more, but he says nothing has been done, and he has lots of concerns for bacteria, flooding, and more right in his backyard. Other people I spoke with today said that whenever it rains, it simply feels like it takes forever for that water to drain out. People I spoke with said they simply just want this issue to be addressed.
It was properly graded, you wouldn't have these problems behind your property like that, and it's kind of depressing and upsetting. We moved to Delaware to retire, and nothing's being done to correct the situation.
We did reach out to Lennar, the company that manages this development, and we were told that we'll be provided with a statement later this evening. I'm Charles Reinert, live in Lewis, Coast TV News.
We have a lot more news to get to this evening.
A facelift heading to Camp Rehoboth, renovation projects that the center is set to unveil at an upcoming open house event.
And it looks like we'll be trading these blustery winds for some beautiful sunshine as we get a little bit closer to your weekend. I will pinpoint the best spots when we return.
The crashing waves near the yacht club in Ocean Pines, those might be coming to a halt. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Burton at the beach. We're discounting Buick SUVs all month long, like $52.50 off a new Buick Enclave, plus monthly payments starting at just $199 per month. Nobody beats a Burton deal on Buick SUVs. Nobody.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Burton at the beach. Get $82.50 off a new GMC Sierra 1500 four-wheel drive, or drive home in a new GMC Terrain all-wheel drive for just $259 per month. Nobody beats a Burton deal on GMC SUVs. Nobody.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Erosion is slowly taking over the Ocean Pines Yacht Club.
Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us what the Maryland Coastal Bays program is trying to do to solve the issue.
Buddy Hampstead lives in the Ocean Pines Yacht Club and is concerned for what the crashing waves where the boats dock could do over time.
If those two islands were to erode away, there would be nothing blocking the wave action. I think it would really be detrimental.
The Maryland Coastal Bays program has a plan to keep the waves from getting even closer to the yacht club. In this video, the organization outlines how it would rebuild the land by using natural materials and marsh grasses. The program says this method will restore the peninsula in a safe way for all the sea life and shore birds. Steve Hannon, the president for the board of directors in Pines Point Marina, says the project would be a big help for the community.
It's going to protect all this area back here plus the marina around here, as well as Ocean Pines Marina as well.
If the project gets a green light, the Maryland Coastal Bays program says it aims to put a significant amount of land back. The Maryland Coastal Bays program has applied for funding, but has not yet received word on if that funding will be approved. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Looks like we're going to tiptoe into the 30s for the overnight. We'll talk about just how chilly we're about to get coming up in a moment.
The job of a Delaware Electric Cooperative employee is dangerous, but the biggest threat our team faces may come from you. Drivers are putting our crews in danger, speeding past line workers while they restore power. Help our co-op employees return home to their families at the end of the day. Slow down or move over when you see utility employees and first responders working along area roads. It's not just the right thing to do, it's also the law. Stay safe, stay vigilant, move over, and slow down.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Simplify your kitchen with a pull-out trash can, organized spice rack, or sliding shelves.
At Paul Davis, we designed your kitchen to work with your life.
And Paul Davis won't tear out your kitchen, so you don't have to worry about months of disruption. And you'll save money.
Instead, let us reface your kitchen cabinets in the latest style and color in just 3 days.
Right now, Paul Davis is offering free installation with no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
We'll come see you as soon as tomorrow or visit our new showroom in Salisbury.
Come and get your fun. Come and get your fun.
Fun looks good on you. So play new multiplier scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery for a chance to win up to $2 million.
Real contestants work up a kinks.
Would you like to know what's in here? I want to know what's in there.
To crack the puzzle.
Money is in there.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
If you want your trade-in to be worth more down the road, then shop Toyota. The best resale value brand according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com for the 3rd year in a row. On a $45,000 vehicle, see how these Toyotas are predicted to be worth thousands more than the average vehicle after the first 5 years of ownership. That's performance you can count on. Shop local inventory on buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
How about we get a chance to forecast some wonderful weather? All right, are you ready for a break from all of this gray, drizzly, depressing looking stuff? Well, I surely am, and we have a nice looking forecast for the weekend. It's a little bit to be excited about. A little bit, just a little bit, you know? All right, take a look, courtesy of our that was my Robert De Niro. Was it good? Sorry. Anyway, okay, so dry tech camera right now. We're at Ocean City at 41 degrees, the wind's out of the northeast, and we're going to stay at about 40 degrees, although the skies will begin to clear for us as we go throughout a good portion of the day. Now, we still have an active small craft advisory. Plain and simple, that means we're looking for like 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and that could be problematic for you if you're out there boating and you don't need to be. Now, we're going to have that same concern until about 10 o'clock Thursday morning. Well, remember, this is about gusty winds here. Now, over here in Salisbury, Princess Anne, but more so places like Deal Island, Nanticoke, and next to the Bayside, watching out for the possibility of flooding in low-lying areas. It's just an outside possibility now because this is just a flood statement, which is more of a watch and see if it happens kind of a thing. When it's a warning, that's when we got to really start panicking. So it's not a warning. All right, high pressure beginning to move into place, and that's going to be good for us down the road, okay? We're holding at 39 degrees currently in Millsboro, 38 in Milton and Milford, as well as Greenwood. Now, as far as our chopping forecast is concerned, when the doors open at 10 o'clock, we're looking for sunshine at 42 degrees. And the wind's gently blowing out of the southeast. We'll push it to 48 by noontime, 50 degrees by 2 o'clock. That's probably going to do it. Then we start edging back down that scale again. We'll dip down to like 44 by 6 o'clock and 41 by 8 o'clock with the winds out of the south. Thursday morning, 32 in Rehoboth, 39 Dewey Beach, 35 Bethany Beach to start off. By the afternoon, we push it to 50 degrees inland and maybe at Rehoboth Beach, 49 Bethany Beach. Friday, we have rain that starts off in Milford, Milton, Broadkill Beach. And then it'll float its way down towards us by mid-morning. And then after mid-morning, most of it's going to be gone. We may have a sprinkle or two left in the evening time, but not much of a sprinkle, if any sprinkle at all. Now, as far as the weekend is concerned with our small business shopcast, we're expecting Saturday and Sunday to come in full-fledged sunshine right across the board. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. We're looking for it to stay bright and sunny over the weekend. No more rain, although we might have a little on Friday. But for the weekend, we can say no more rain. Back to you.
Thank you, Paul. The Friends of Cape Henlopen State Park are welcoming the public to join its annual meeting this March. This is a group that works to support the park and offers a variety of programs for the public to participate in. This annual meeting will be held March 9th at 9:30 a.m. at the Officers Club in the park. This meeting will highlight the group's 2023 volunteer activities and their plans for 2024. The group says there will also be a guest speaker that will teach monarch butterfly migration and the importance of designing and creating gardens to serve feeding stations for butterflies.
Exciting news from the Camp Rehoboth Community Center. The center is inviting the public to an open house event after Camp Rehoboth has undergone several major renovation projects. Some include a new light and sound system as well as new ceilings and carpeting. The center will host tours and light refreshments on February 15th from 4 to 6 p.m. for community members to see the new facelift.
Time to take one more look at our Coast TV poll. We want to know which areas of education should receive top priority in funding through school taxes. A large majority have been saying teacher salaries, and that is staying that way. Classroom resources are a distant second there. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do that at coasttvnews.com or the mobile app, and we'll have updated results at 11.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. Trouble in Philadelphia to the front runner for the NBA MVP. The process can only miss 5 more games to qualify for a postseason award. But that is not the biggest concern. After being on the injury report, but then getting cleared to play against the Warriors, Joel Embiid ended the night for the Sixers, needing an MRI on this very play. The center came in, had left knee soreness before the contest, and Nick Nurse says the injury that forced Embiid to leave the game is unrelated. The results to the MRI are still in progress. Chairman and CEO of the Orioles, John Angelos, has agreed to sell the team for $1.7 billion. His family has owned the O's since 1993, and Angelos took over the team from his father in 2019. He now will sell the organization to a group led by 2 private equity billionaires, including David Rubenstein. Orioles legend Cal Ripken Jr. is a part of the new ownership group as well. And on DSN tonight, the 2-3 Delmar Wildcats take on the 8-3 Laurel Bulldogs on the mats. Highlights of this contest on the final score at 10:30 p.m. Auto for Sports. Have a great night, everybody.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Wheeler's opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
Patience is admirable, but why wait if you don't have to? At Johnny Janosic, if you want it, get it now. With 4 years, 0% APR financing and no minimum. Why wait? Shop all this week at Johnny Janosic World of Furniture and Mattresses.
It's moldy, it's cracked, it's leaking, it's good! Touchdown with Coastal Bath. Score big today with a free shower door, plus no interest and no payments until 2025. Local and family owned. Coastal Bath, the #1 Bath Planet dealer in the Northeast region, with countless 5-star reviews and backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. Get ahead of the game and spend less time cleaning and scrubbing with a maintenance-free shower. Call Coastal Bath today.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Brought to you by Pohanka Kia of Salisbury.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
If you're not sleeping well, Johnny Janosic is here to help. Purchase any mattress of $1699.95 or more and get a free pillow set, a free sheet set, and $400 off any Rise Home Power Base. Shop Johnny Janosic's Mattress World.
It's time to experience an extraordinary lineup of entertainment at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. Enjoy performances by the Four Phantoms in concert on February 4th, Wheel of Fortune Live on February 29th, The Simon and Garfunkel Story March 18th, and The Price is Right Live on April 1st. The excitement is building, and now it's your turn to be a part of it. Secure your seats at ococean.com/pack and join us for the most amazing season yet. Don't miss out. Come experience the magic of live performances all in one place at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. See you there.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Celebrating love in Berlin, the town has announced a Valentine's Day photo contest for the community to participate in. People are encouraged to post photos with someone or something they love somewhere in the town of Berlin, of course. All you got to do, post the photo on Instagram or Facebook using the hashtag #LoveWinsInBerlin. Posted photos will be submitted into a drawing on Valentine's Day, of course. Prizes include treats from local businesses, a spa session, and more, Paul.
Indeed. More in the way of nice weather coming up, courtesy of our Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions camera in Ocean City. We're at 41 degrees. The winds right now staying relatively light. Will stay at about 40 degrees even right across the board. Also, our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City showing us right now we have 41 degrees, and we're going to stay at 40 degrees there with clearing skies by 10 o'clock in the evening time. Small craft advisory still active off of the Sussex County coast. That's going to stay in effect for the rest of this evening going to Thursday. And then the coastal flood statement will stay active until 11 o'clock for tonight. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. We're going to dry out and enjoy lots of sunshine by the weekend. And then next week, by let's say next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, then we'll start feeling like springtime.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.